Same timings, guys, 3:30 to 5:30. You will get the update in a WhatsApp group. But I think same timings. Yeah. So everyone just tell me, if I want to represent the rows in a table, then which tag we are using? Quickly, I want the response from each and everyone. Which tag we are using if I want to represent the rows in the table? Okay, good. We are using the TR tag. Done. If I want to represent columns in the table, then good, we are using the TD tag. Supposedly, in case I want to represent the columns of the table in the bold format, the text which I am going to write in the column, I want to represent in a bold format. So that time, exactly, to give the bold effect in your particular table, we can go with the TH tag. Then, if I want to merge the columns, if you want to merge the columns, then which attribute we are using with the TH or TD tag? Good, we are using the attribute, call it as call span. Super. Next is, we learned that if I want to represent any text in a bold format, then which tag we are going to use? If I want to represent any text in a bold format, which tag we are going to use? Exactly, we are using the tag, call it as strong tag. If you want to represent the text in an italic format, then if you want to represent the text in an italic format, then great, we are using the EM tag. If I want to highlight the text, if I want to perform the highlighting of the text, then okay, we are using the mark tag. Supposedly I want to change the highlighting color of the mark tag, which attribute I have to use along with which CSS property. Which attribute I have to use along with which CSS property. Good, we have to use style attribute along with the background color CSS property. Exactly. Next is, can you just tell me which version of the HTML we are using? HTML or HTML5? Which version of the HTML we are learning? So remember, don't forget this. We are using the HTML5. So what is the difference between HTML and HTML5? Simple difference is there, guys. In the HTML5, to give the bold effect, we have B tag. But in the HTML, but in HTML5, we have strong tag. Similarly, in the HTML, we have I tag if you want to give the italic effect, but in HTML5, we have EM tag. Then second thing, in the HTML, we have marquee tag, but this marquee tag is removed from the HTML5. But this marquee tag is removed from the HTML5. So these are the some differences there between HTML and HTML5. After that, just tell me why I have to use the marquee tag. Why I have to use the marquee tag. Okay, good. We are using the marquee tag just because of one purpose, for scrolling text. If I want to change the speed of the scrolling text, then which attribute we are going to use? If I want to change the speed of scrolling text, then which attribute we are using? Good, we are using the attribute, call it as exactly scroll amount. We are using the attribute, call it as scroll amount. If I want to change the direction of scrolling text, then attribute, we are using the direction attribute. Good. Now just some few more points about the mark tag and we will see the new topic. So in the yesterday's file only I will make the changes. So yesterday one of your friend asked me, ma'am, okay, left to right, right to left we understood. Can we scroll the text up to bottom, bottom to top? Yes, it is possible. How it is possible? For that, just observe here. Mark you. Close the mark you. Here just give the text. Sorry. Give the direction as scrolling text from bottom to up. So just direction, pass your value as up, save it, go to the folder and execute it. Here if you observe one thing, yesterday we saw that how you can scroll the text from right to left, left to right, and today you can observe that this text is scrolling from bottom to up. Like, are you able to observe that? Are you able to observe that? So like that, these values also you can pass here. But to get some proper, like it is not a proper output. To get some proper output, what I will do with the mark tag. This attribute we can use only with the mark tag. This attribute we can use only with the mark tag. What is that attribute? That is nothing but height. Okay, so by using the height attribute, what I will do, I will increase the height of the mark tag, supposedly 200, or we will go with the 40. Just save it, go to the browser, refresh it. Somewhat more, supposedly 100. Now just observe here. I increase the height of the mark tag. Now properly are you able to observe that text is going to scroll from bottom side to up side? So we can pass the 4 values for your direction attribute left, right, up and down. We can pass 4 values for your particular direction attribute, that is nothing but left, right and up, down. Over here, height attribute we are using just to increase the height of your particular mark tag. Can we decrease or increase the width of mark tag? Obviously. Just with the second mark tag, I will use the width attribute, and this is also only working with the mark tag. Here I am just going to pass the width as 300, save it, go to the browser. Now observe this. Generally this left to right is moving till end of the web page, but if I refresh the web page, just observe now. Are you able to see? It is not going to scroll till the end of the web page, but here itself it is going to end. Here itself it is going to stop. So if you decrease the width of the web page, only that in that particular width your text will get scroll. Only in that particular width your text will get scroll. And see, if you place this mark tag in a center tag, so what will happen? Like this, many combinations are there actually. Just close the center tag, save it, go to the browser, refresh it. So only in the center your particular text will get scroll. It will not get scroll from your starting of the web page till the end of the web page, this text will get scroll only in the center of the web page, because first thing I decrease the width of the particular marquee tag and I place that marquee tag in a center. You can increase the height of the marquee tag and you can get this kind of output. So are you able to understand, guys? Is it clear how differently you can perform the task by using the particular HTML, by using the marquee tag? Tell me. Okay, just try it. Try it, then I will give you the notes. Not a rocket science is there and all. So just observe here, next tag we are going to learn. So for that I will create one new HTML file, Control Shift and just remove the meta tag from this HTML file. And over here, just save this. Give the file name paint2.html. And now, next task we are going to learn that nothing but how you can create the headings. Okay, by using the HTML, how you can create the different size of heading, like how you can observe the heading in the newspaper. All the headings are actually different size, but if you observe, it is present in a bold format. All the headings are in different size, but it is present in a bold format. So whenever you want to create the different size of headings in on the your web page, that time we are going to use different kind of heading tags. So first is H1. So here I will just give the heading 1. Then we have another tag, call it as H2. Here I will just write down heading 2. Just observe the output. Then just write down H3, heading 3. Close the H3. Then H4, heading 4. Close the H4. Then H5. Yeah, heading 5. I know already you know this, but still. And S6. So totally we have only 6 heading tags. Don't try to use S7, H9, H10. This kind of tags is not there itself in the HTML. Only we have 6 heading tags from H1 to S6. And the output you will get something like this. Just refresh it. Sorry. Just open the file. And this is your output. If you observe, each and every heading is present in a different size, but each and every heading is present in a bold format. So remember, totally we have 6 heading tags. In that, H1 is the largest one and S6 is the smallest one. Okay, from H1 to S6 size is going to decrease, but each and every heading tag will give you the bold effect for the text. But why we are using this tag? Just to create the headings on your web page. That's it. Okay, so remember, and one more thing guys, if you observe, did I use anywhere break tag in the HTML code? No, but still you are getting the output on the separate line. So at this point, just remember marquee tag. If you observe, for the marquee tag also, here I didn't use break tag to shift the content on the next line. Here also in the table tag I didn't use the break tag to shift the content on the HTML next line. So your table tag, after that marquee tag, then your H1 tag. No need of BR tag. To shift the content on the next line, no need of BR tag. So is it clear guys about the heading tag? Simple concept is there. We have 6 heading tags. From H1 to H6 size will get decreased and each and every text will appear in a bold format. The another thing is no need of using the break tag. If you are going to work with the heading tag, automatically the content will get shipped on the next line. Just write. That time we are going to use one tag, call it as insertion tag. Here I will just make the comment to give underline. We are going to use one tag, call it as insertion tag. Okay, now one more difference, that in the HTML5, here only I will write. One more difference you will get, in the HTML we are using, to give the underline, we are using the U tag. But here in the HTML5 we are using the tag, call it as insertion tag. So observe here, this heading file I will place in the insertion tag, so ins tag, and close the ins tag, save it, go to the browser and refresh it. You will get the underline for heading file. Similarly, if you want to strike any word, on your particular web page, that time we have one more tag, call it as deletion tag. Supposedly this particular h3 I want to strike, so what I will do, h3 to strike words. We are using the tag, call it as deletion tag. So how you can use that deletion tag? Just before heading 3, open the deletion tag, and after heading, just close it, save it, go to the browser and refresh it. So this is how your underline as well as strike tag is working. If you want to strike any word, you can go with the deletion tag. If you want to give the underline for any word, you can go with the insertion tag. These both tags, is it clear? That's the reason I said text formatting tags are very easy tags. Just use it, then we will see the another tag. The notes, then we will see the another topic. Notes regarding that tag. Just write down it. teach you the HTML form, that time you asked me, ma'am, how we can display that star mark in a red color after the label. So for that you have to use the tag, call it as superscript tag, and you have to change the color of that particular superscript tag. You will get the perfect output. Okay, so logic. Apply the logic, you will get it. Next is if you want to draw the horizontal line on the web page, that time we are going to use the HR tag. If you want to draw horizontal line on the web page, that time we are going to use the HR tag. Just save it, go to the browser and refresh it. You can observe the output. You can get this horizontal line for your overall web page. So remember, if you want to draw this kind of line, why we have to draw? Just to design the web page. You can divide the web page into the two sections. That time use the one tag, call it as HR tag. That's it. Now just tell me, by default your web browser is going to consider any kind of spaces which you gave in the HTML file. Is it possible? Web browser is responsible to contain any spaces which you gave in the HTML file, yes or no? Correct. Web browser is not responsible to contain any kind of spaces, but still, if you want to give the instruction to the web browser, you have to consider the spaces which I provided in the HTML file. That time you are going to use one tag, call it as p tag. P tag is nothing but pre-formatting text. So remember, whenever you want to give the instruction to the particular web browser, that web browser consider the spaces which I gave in my HTML file, that time just you have to use one tag, call it as pre tag. Next is just write down the text over here. Supposedly HTML, I'm going to give the spaces, CSS. Again I will give the spaces here. Just write down JavaScript and observe the output. Save it. Go to the browser, refresh. Are you able to get the spaces over there? Whatever the spaces I gave without using the BR tag, did you are getting exact spaces on the web page? So remember, and if you want to give the instruction to the browser, a browser consider the spaces which I gave in the HTML file, that time you have to use one tag, call it as t tag. That time we have to use one tag, call it as t tag. Okay, just write, and here your text formatting tag is completed. Here your text formatting tags are completed. I don't think so that I have to show the example for paragraph tag also, like how to display the paragraph on the web page. If I mention only tag, you can understand that, right? Paragraph tag to display the paragraph. Okay, so just try it and I will give you the that much meaningful assignment. That's the reason. Just wait. Once I completed with the HTML and somewhat CSS, I will give you the assignment. Don't worry. Because as you know, without CSS, you can't decorate the web pages. That's the reason. Just write down the notes regarding pre-tag and paragraph tag as well as HR tag. multimedia tag. Okay, I may not have. Tomorrow is offline or online? What's paragraph tag? Just to display the paragraph. That's it. Already they send it in the group also. See, everything is clear, Raja. Why you are asking that questions? We have exam, complete it and then come here. Okay guys, listen, because of some issues I am going to end up your class somewhat early. Okay, tomorrow's update you will get in a WhatsApp group at what time you have to come, and if you have any